to me, you've talked about the different ways and times I've gone to doctors, and doctors just said I
Mhm.
had to deal with it. I'm old. Now, mind you, this was told to me when I was 30 years old. So today I'm going to talk about um, what I've experienced just in the last couple weeks. So I know some of you are new and you don't know what I've experienced. I'll do the rundown really quick. For 2 years, I've had stomach issues and fatigue. 5 years ago, I had depression. I actually healed my own depression going through Louise Hayes and just changing my words, changing to more of a positive way of thinking, which to me, I'm a pretty positive person. But some of the ways that I made myself sick was saying I didn't want to live anymore. And I was actually suicidal and very tired. I went through a lot of just a lot of emotional problems with my own self. I had issues with people being mean to me my whole life. Now, a lot of people were nice, but those ones that were mean to me were the ones that affected me most. So now to put you up to speed, this is for that was 5 years ago. Um, Now I've learned to let go of those people that were mean to me, pretty much. I had to remove the judgment, and that was because of how I felt about myself. So now, in the last 2 years, I've had this stomach issue. Um, I work with people that have a lot of pain, illness, and for some reason, in my beliefs, just to let you know, I am not a doctor. I am a self healer, and I teach people as an alternative when you don't feel well to look elsewhere. Maybe your diet, eating healthier. So I changed the way I ate, and it removed all my pain, and I had more energy. Mind you, this was 10 years ago. 2 years ago, that stopped working. So I kept trying different diets. So what I'm trying to tell you is if you are having health issues, if you are tired all the time with fatigue, it could be your diet. But for me, who is already eating healthy, I I discovered that I had to do what everything that was in between these two ears, my mind was creating me to move forward. So I've had a bloated stomach, stomach issues, where I just look like a balloon in my belly. I um I tried every type of diet from vegan to juicing, being a carnivore. And just in the last couple weeks, so nothing worked. I'd go up and down and nothing changed. And that's the big thing in my head that nothing changes. Everything I try, nothing changes. One of the things I want to say to you is never give up. For all of our symptoms, all of us in a big group having symptoms, each root cause is a different problem. The root cause could be for one person their diet. Another person could be childhood trauma. For another person, it could be just one simple food, not even changing the diet, just one food is throwing off your whole system in your stomach. A lot of it comes from the stomach and what it's digesting. If it's not digesting properly, breaking down the nutrients, your you're not going to work right. Your body's not going to function. So it's kind of like your car. If something is missing in your car, the car can't run. So just going back now with me, I was seeing a doctor, a wellness doctor. My bloated stomach, everyone said it was my thyroid. I am 55 years old, and the the ovaries weren't working right, throwing off the thyroid. A lot of doctors would say the thyroid's off, throwing off the rest of the body. So it was my thyroid was not running right because my ovaries weren't producing something properly. So it threw off the thyroid, throwing off the pancreas to give the stomach bacteria, making me bloated and tired. Now, that's the doctor's perspective. My perspective is I had a healer work on me, and she says that you don't want to be healthy because that makes you responsible in going out and having fun without your son. Now, did you hear that? So I have a 7-year old. And for some of you who are parents or can't seem to make changes, maybe you don't feel safe. I did not feel safe going out of the house. And if I felt fatigued, if I felt bloated, I used that as an excuse not to go outside and to be with my friends. I felt I was too, first of all, I felt like I wasn't pretty enough because I had this big bloated stomach. And I joke about it all the time, but it is an issue for me. I didn't feel pretty. Therefore, I felt tired all the time. And so, what did I do to fix that? I had to start saying, and I started working with affirmations and mantras. And this is what my wellness coach told me is I had to start saying, it's okay to have fun. I have been saying this mantra for 2 weeks. It's okay to have fun without my son. It's okay to be healthy. It's okay to have fun. It's okay to be pretty. And it's okay to have money all at the same time. Now, I put money in there because I sometimes can make a lot of money, but I don't have any energy to use it. I just would save, 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 and then I get into these fatigues and uh, episodes where I can't work for weeks, and I spend the money. So that's why I put the money in there. Um, so what I say is, it's okay to have fun without my child. It's okay to have fun. It's okay to be healthy. It's okay to make money all at the same time. And I've been working on this every single morning. And no matter what I'm doing, I'll say this all day, 100 times a day. So let me tell you how my week went last week since I wasn't on here. I did work. I've been working more. I've had more energies. I would take a nap every day, start thinking about it at 1 o'clock, start laying around by 2, fall asleep by 3. I have not taken a nap in the last 7 days. I've actually had energy, and I'm continuously still saying this. I did go out without my son and I went on a 14-mile bike ride. 14 miles. I was a little worried, but I kept saying in my head, it's okay to be healthy. That's my main one because my fatigue and my bloated stomach is all related to health. It's okay to be healthy and have fun. It's okay to have fun. And I say it over and over and over again. And I had a it's actually amazing because sometimes I don't have a good time with my friends in the way that I think I should. I'd have anxiety about it. I didn't have any anxiety. I had a great time. And I had a great time. So my roommate came in, my ex roommate and her 6-year old came in Friday night, spent the night, and I would have anxiety about making things perfect, getting the food, getting the candy, getting all the fun stuff for kids to do. No anxiety. A lot of that anxiety came from me saying it's okay to have fun. So I realized that everything to me is about work. It's all about work, how to make money. We're so obsessed about making money, more and more money, that we don't relax and we don't have fun. And I noticed that my fun was taken away. I mean, when I was with my child, I don't have fun doing the arts and crafts like I was. It was more of a job. And it was never like that with my child. The first 5 years, something changed. My anxiety started picking up so much. I didn't even know it was anxiety. I'm just not having fun. Now I'm having fun. And I'm excited. Life feels so good. Um, so different than what I could have ever imagined. And if you know me, I'm all about healing the body to be healthy, happy, and successful, and to do it at the same time. And it's happening. So let me tell you, I went bike riding last week twice on within 4 days to build up for this 14-mile bike ride. It was only 8 miles, and I still had energy to work. And I actually worked in the evening. So if you don't know what I do, I am a Reiki healer and a massage therapist. So massage therapy will take a lot out of you, as Reiki healing does, because it's working with energy. And I can actually honestly say I wasn't eating healthy. When my girlfriend came in, my ex roommate came in, we were eating. Oh my God, I ate pizza. If you know me, I don't eat carbs, or at least I usually don't. I had pizza, jello. We made hot chocolate bombs. We put milk in the chocolate and the marshmallows melt. I ate so much junk food and I was still bloated as crazy. I just blew up like a balloon and I worried. But the whole time I was saying, it's okay to be healthy, because I worried that I wouldn't have any energy to go on my bike ride the next day. When I woke up in the morning, I was a little sluggish, took the dog for a walk. And the whole time I'm saying, it's okay. And when I'm saying it's okay to be healthy, I'm actually talking to my inner child and my subconscious, because me, myself, I want and I believe I can be healthy. And I've done so much inner child work that it wasn't even my inner child, it's my subconscious putting up a fight. And they're saying, you don't want to go out. You don't have fun when you go out. You just want to stay home. And I don't want to stay home anymore. My son was out all day with his friends, and I just sit and wait because I'm so comfortable and I feel safe with him. Um, and going on my bike ride with my girlfriend, I still had energy when I came home. I was starving as crazy, so I went and pedaled as fast as I could to have crab legs and stuffed salmon. And I still had energy after I ate. In the olden days, I would go bike riding, eat, and I would be out for the rest of the day. Um, I'm super excited. So I know there's a lot of truth in what we say in our head. So one of the things I teach is, just to let you know, we have about 5,000 thoughts in our mind a day. And those harsh, crucial criticisms that we put on ourselves are the ones draining our energy and keeping us from moving forward. So if you can change, instead of saying, oh my God, I'm so tired. Oh my God, I messed up. I'm so stupid. Um, oh my God, I ate those foods and I'm going to feel horrible. Instead of saying, oh my God, I'm tired, say, what can I do to have energy? And it's okay to have energy every day. Instead of saying, oh my God, I'm so stupid, say, what can I do to do the right thing? What can I do to make this better? My son always says, oh my God, I'm not smart enough. And I always say, we can do it. You can do it. Let's practice to be better. And then what's the other one? Diet. Oh my God, constantly. I think most of my major stomach issues and my fatigue came from worrying about what I ate every single day. I have my glasses on, but hi, Yasin. Yasin, hi there. Thanks for being here. Um, One of the things that I've done in the last 10 years is focused so much on my healings, on eating right. I would be so hard on myself if I ate one piece of pizza and I would be tired the next day. Every time I ate those cookies, I was so hard on myself. I'm not like that anymore. If I'm going to eat the cookie, that's my inner child going, please just give me a cookie. I deserve it. So I tell my inner child and I talk to my subconscious and saying, it's okay to be healthy and it's okay. to mess up once in a while. It's okay. So I'm not going to be hard on myself anymore. I'm going to say, we make mistakes. It's okay to make mistakes because when we're hard on ourselves, we're taking away our health and our energy. And I found out from other people that they don't eat healthy. They're skinnier than I am. They're not hard on themselves. Even the ones that aren't skinnier than me, they don't worry about what they eat. I had no idea people didn't worry. I know a lot of people do worry. Do you know of all my friends that worry about what they're eating? We all have health issues. So, my roommate, oh my gosh, she eats cinnamon rolls and donuts. I started eating donuts. I'm no longer tired. I don't want to eat donuts like that anymore. I've cut myself off because I believe my healing and eating right and saying it's okay to be healthy has a lot to do with we can do it once in a while, but not all the time. And so I didn't eat that healthy this weekend, and I did eat a whole bag of candy yesterday that my girlfriend gave my son a basket of Easter candy in little egg shells, those little plastic things. And she gave me the rest of the candy because she's starting her diet of eating healthy. So, another thing I found out about our health issues is our weight gain is we eat too much. She said, try not to eat when you're not hungry. Have I eaten today? I think I ate a hard boiled egg about 20 minutes ago before I came on here so I could actually make sure I don't feel like I'm going to faint because of low blood sugar. But if we're not growing anymore, we technically don't need to eat anymore. So I had a long talk with a customer of mine who says, who said that we had to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner and snack in between? For some of us, we need to do that because we're programmed. But technically, you don't have to eat, first of all, as much. You only need to eat as big as your hand, right? Little meals throughout. I'm a more of a grazer. I eat throughout the whole day. And I eat on a smaller plate because I want to be smaller. And it's okay. So, does that make any sense? Um, So yeah, one of my girlfriends says she's already lost weight. She doesn't eat breakfast as soon as she rises, and she doesn't eat after 6 o'clock. And I want to try that. I have a child though. She's lucky. I was skinny before I had a child because I eat all his leftovers, all his junk, and he actually eats less junk than I do. Um, but I will continue and say this all day long. And I feel amazing. I've had amazing energy. I'm going to go for a bike ride with my son as soon as I'm done here. And we're going to go off roading. He's only 7, so it's going to be really mild and easy for me. And just think about what you say. So, those harsh, crucial criticism that you do on yourself, those 5,000 thoughts, think about what you're saying to yourself and how you can fine tune it and say, you know what? What can I do to do better? What can I do to feel better? Is a better way of talking to yourself. I'm going to be doing meditations on here and reprogramming, helping you reprogram to feel better, to think better. It's a healthier way of doing things. It's a meditation where I help reprogram and you think these words and sayings to yourself while you're driving, while you're trying to sleep. If you have a problem sleeping, ask yourself, what can I do to feel better? What can I do to sleep better? Um, and actually tell yourself it's okay to sleep through the night. I know a lot of people struggle through sleeping and they talk about it so much, like I talk about eating the right foods. I focus so much on it. I have a friend that focuses on her neighbors are so horrible. And when they moved out, they had horrible neighbors because she focused so much on horrible neighbors. All she did was talk about it in our conversation. If you think about something that you're talking about all the time, try and rephrase it in better words. So if you keep talking about your health, I'm in pain all the time. I hurt. Nothing helps. The pills are making me feel worse. I feel nauseated. My stomach hurts. My body aches. rephrase that and say, and think about maybe changing foods that you're eating, because healthy foods does make a lot of difference. Yes, if you think about things too much, it can come true. So one of the things to say is when you're in pain, instead of focusing on the pain, um, focus on something that makes you happy. My girlfriend knows this works. She has two broken arms. She's in excruciating pain. She's had three surgeries on one of them, one surgery on the other. And she even said, "Why is it when I'm with my friends, I don't have any pain? And as soon as I get home, my arms hurt again." And I told her, it's because you're focusing on the pain instead of having a good time. I know for some of you that are in pain, it's hard for you to go out and have a good time because you're in pain to begin with. But think about what it would be like to have fun and instead of focusing on the pain. A lot of times I will have people journal and write their new story. What would it take for you to write that journal? Write a journal, a new story on what your life would be like right now if you could do anything you wanted to do, if you had energy, if you had your whole body had you're pain free, if you were at the weight you wanted to be, if you had um motivation. I know motivation is a big one. Write a new story. What would you be doing right now if you could do that, and focus on that? Put that story up by your mirror next to your bedside and think about it. Clout9, just subscribe. Oh, thanks. Um, Another thing is focus on good things. One of the things I focus on is every time my son is born. Actually, every moment with my child is so much fun. That's why I didn't feel safe and I would feel fatigued when my friends would want to take me out. I feel amazing now just from changing those words. What would it take to be healthy? What would it take to have energy every day? And what would it take to be happy? What would it take to be successful? And I merge them all together. I say these all day. What would it take to be healthy and successful at the same time? And I say them all the time, over and over again. And so it's been 7 days. No, today's the eighth day, and I've had amazing energy. I am going to go back to eating healthy, but I'm not going to focus so much. They make a really big difference. It has made. I never would have thought. I'm usually a pretty positive person, but I did doubt myself with the energy. I had a hard time, especially when I ate perfectly fine. I went, if you've listened to me, I've been sugar free, dairy free, grain free, and alcohol free. I did it for 5 months. My stomach was still bloated. I love my bloated stomach, and I am telling my body, what will it take for me to be skinny? It's okay for me to be skinny. And we'll see, because it's not going to happen overnight, but I will never give up. And the one thing is, you should never give up. And when I'm talking and I'm saying this, I am visualizing my subconscious right there. I visualize my subconscious right there, my inner child over here, because I have spoken to both of them. I talk to my inner child and I make deals with her. I'll give you the donut if you give me the energy. And I have become friends with my body, my inner child, and my subconscious, and we are working together. I never knew about any of this stuff 30 years ago. And some of you will never understand this because you don't believe it. But I had to have an alternative to what doctors were doing and saying to me. I believe in amazing things. I believe we can do anything we want. Now, I'm a Reiki healer and I work with energy now, and I know how to help other people. I coach them. And as I've been healing myself, I knew about this 40 years ago. No, 30 years ago. I'm not that old. 30 years ago, and I didn't believe in the Reiki healing and working with energy. But in the last 5 years, I went to school for it, and now everything is about energy and what you say, what you think. I have people that don't believe in this. Thank you. Thanks, Clout. Anyways, so I'm going to be doing more as I have more energy, and I'm going to try and figure out which time. I will let you know a more focused time when I'm on here. My son is out of school this week, and I want to check on the energy and try and let him play and go out and see how I feel outside of the world without him. I do great when I'm by myself. It's when I'm with my friends. Oh, just to let you know, the anxiety. I have not had any worries about anxiety. Um, it's been really amazing. If anything, write your news story. And if you don't understand, ask me a question. But start rewriting how you speak to yourself. If you have pain, it's okay to be healthy. It's okay. Focus. Look at your inner child. If you don't believe in the inner child, your subconscious, maybe start listening to me, and I'll have you understand or listen to my other videos. I think there's one about the inner child and how I removed trauma to help me move forward because I was stuck. No matter how positive I was, my inner child was blocking me because of childhood trauma. But I'm I've removed the trauma. I've also apologized to that inner child. That's not her fault. And there's a whole meditation that I do for that. How do you deal with work stress? So I work a lot. I mean, I'm on my Facebook researching and researching. And I tell myself, one of the things I say to myself, um, I've been actually really lucky because I like my job, but I also am self-employed. With work stress, you want to do a lot of deep breathing. You want to make sure to breathe. Now, I don't know if you work with people. Let me tell you, when you work with people you don't like, visualize a big heart. A little, okay, I'll put a big heart around the people you don't like, especially at work. Or maybe you like them, but they drive you nuts. You're like, I wish they'd stop talking. Think about them and tell yourself it's okay to have good days at work, and it's okay to first of all you have to breathe. I have to really think about this because I don't have issues with my job. um, I've been self-employed since I was 19. Even when I sold insurance and I hated it because I wasn't good at it. Sometimes when you don't feel good enough about yourself, a lot of that has to do with why you have stress at work. So depending on what your stress is, so I'm going to try and say this as easy as I can. Um, when I sold insurance and I dreaded going to work because I wasn't good at it. If you're good at your job and it's just those hard, long hours, deep breathing has a lot to do with it. Your diet and functioning, which we'll talk about that. So instant gratification right here. You could say, what will it take? No, it's okay to love my job. I love my job, so I'm very lucky. I've loved all my jobs, even the ones I was bad at. I was worked with investment bankers. I loved the work, but I went in loving the job. So to help the stress, keep saying it's okay to love your job. You talk to your subconscious. Your subconscious is making you have stress. It's not the people around you. You don't know how to deal with the people around you. So that's you. That's your inner self saying either you don't like your job, you don't feel good enough about yourself, something's going on that you're allowing stress. So nobody, and it could be the job, but how do you deal with stress? It's like having to clean your house every day. How do you clean it? You have to say, so look at yourself. What is causing you to be stressed at work? Long hours? All right, I don't know about long hours. I do know about long hours, but I have a child and I said I would not do those long hours unless he allows it. Um, does that make sense? What will it take for me to love my job? I'm going to give you an example about your job. When you start hating yourself, or sorry, hating your job, you really start hating yourself. Yes, it makes sense. When you start dreading going to work every day, do you know you start getting health issues because your subconscious is listening to you every day? Your subconscious is giving you exactly what you want. You don't love your job, you don't feel smart enough, Your job will say, okay, let's make you sick. Let's make you struggle and fatigue. Let's make you get in an accident so you don't have to go to work anymore. You have to be so careful how you say things. Start saying, what will, it's okay to love my job. It's okay to love my job. Because if you start dreading going to work, the universe, your subconscious listens and it makes things happen. The reason I have this bloated stomach is because I have a fear of dating. I don't feel safe dating. The reason I have the fatigue is because I don't want to go out and date. So gaining weight, making me feel ugly is going to keep me from going out and dating because I had unhealthy relationships. Make sense? So same thing with work. What will it take for me to have and I don't know if you love your job. So you want to be stressed less? What will it take for me to have a job that I enjoy? That's if you want a new job. What will it take um, for me to have more motivation? And then you say, it's okay to have the job I love. It's okay to love my job. Yes, okay, well, stressed about some recent crypto. Oh, was it a scam? Okay, if it was a scam, was it a scam or you just lost money? Yes, okay, wow. I know there's a lot of crypto stuff. Uh, I know Burax and some of those platforms have closed down. Don't know if it was a scam or not, but I haven't looked at the YouTube videos to see what happened. If you lose money, thank you for the lessons learned, and it's okay to make money. It's just very volatile. So does it go up and down? That's very stressed. So I've lost money in the stock market, but I've also won money in the stock market. So I'm saying it's okay to have millions of dollars and be healthy at the same time because I will have a lot of money. And the stock market will go up. I made a couple $100,000, but then it went down. But if we wait, it'll go back up. Should I have sold? Yeah. But you know what? If I stress about it, I'm going to make myself sick. Yes, it can swing 20% up or down a day. So I think some of my stocks were like at $200 a share and now they're down to $100. I'm okay with it because I've been doing my money mantras and I say it's okay to make money. I tell my subconscious it's okay for me to be healthy and happy and successful, bringing in millions. It's okay. It's okay. Yes, it can. Okay. So is that what you're stressed about? So you lost money. And so that's a big chance. Hopefully you didn't put all your money into it. That's another thing. Don't put all your money in one basket. I have my money in different baskets. I have different streams of money coming in, and I visualize the money coming in. With crypto or stock market, visualize the money coming in and say, it's okay to make millions of dollars. It's okay. You might have money blocks. So there's money blocks. There's health will create money blocks. If you don't believe that money is good, if you've had issues making money in the past, maybe you have money blocks. Money blocks come from your upbringing. So I had to go back into my childhood to figure out why I have money blocks. Money blocks came from I felt my mom thought money was more important because she kept putting me in daycare and she could go make money. I actually discovered this when my son said this to me. He was 4. And he said, Mom, you're always going to work to make money and you send me off to daycare. Do you love money more than me? That just broke my heart because he didn't understand. And what it did is it triggered me to when I was 4 years old. I didn't talk to my mom the way my son talks to me. And I figured out what my money blocks were. I thought money my whole life was bad. I used to believe that people who were millionaires were rude and mean to poor people. I have a good friend whose husband is a millionaire. They're worth millions. They make a lot of money, and they took me under their wing because I'm a single mom with a child, and we do a lot of family functions. And I always wondered, why do they hang out with me? I don't make much money. I mean, to me, I belittled myself. I don't do it anymore as much. I still do it. I have issues still, but it takes a long time because of all the it's like peeling an onion. I have a lot of layers I had to take off. But slowly, but surely, I am discovering why I have these blocks. So I removed those money blocks and I said, it's okay to make millions of dollars and be a good person. I had to say, it's okay to be a good person and make millions of dollars. And there's a lot more work to it, but this will get you started. I hope that makes sense. Does that make sense to everybody? Um, if you have any issues, health issues, it's okay to be healthy. If you have money issues, it's okay to bring in millions of dollars. It's okay. If you hate your job, it's okay to love your job. You want to say the opposite of the hate. That will get it started. You want to love everything. That's the first thing I would say. I had to learn to love myself, and I'm still working on it. And some people can't love themselves because maybe they had some really bad trauma from childhood. They can't love others because, or they can't love their parents because of something that may have happened, some trauma. So I would say start appreciating yourself. I appreciate and look at yourself. Visualize your inner child, visualize your subconscious, and love yourself. I love you and I love everything. And I love everyone. I love everything, everyone, whatever it is. Love your job because as soon as you start saying negative things, things happen. Um, yeah, I know when I've gotten really angry and I'm like, God damn, I hate this person, because I'm so angry with them that I'd fall down the stairs. I had that happen one time and I knew exactly what it was. I learned that a long time ago. Be careful what you say. I've said it, I wanted to make $15,000. And I'm like, so when you want to make money, you want to make money and with harm to nobody else. I wish I could make $15,000. I got in a car accident the next day. I have to be careful with what I say. I've learned that a long time ago, and definitely have to be very careful of what I say. I did get $15,000 because I had to go through physical therapy, but it wasn't worth it. I never had any physical problems with my body at 20 years old until I got in that car accident, and I got $15,000. Do you know I never even spent that $15,000? So once I can make money, I had to learn how to hold on to it. So as soon as I made money, I would give it out to people. I never spent it on myself. So I also had to learn to appreciate, to love and appreciate myself every day. And that's how I got out of depression. You have to love yourself, people. I know it's hard to love everybody, um, but I have learned to love everybody because I understand that when people are mean to you and do things to you, they were taught a certain way. Maybe they had childhood trauma that blocked them. Thank you, Clout. I appreciate that. I still don't understand what all this is. I'm still learning about HAPS, but I will get there. Anyways, so be careful how you say things. And don't ever say, why is this happening to me? Say, thank you. What can I do to get out of this trauma, whatever it is you're going through? Um, and I'll talk about more addictions and sabotaging and all that later. But I really wanted to talk about changing your words. And I wanted to tell you how I've been feeling after I actually asked, it's okay, and told the universe, my subconscious, my inner child, it's okay to be healthy. It's okay to love your job. And it's okay to be happy. It's okay to be happy. Saying that just to yourself, I've never really understood. Um, like, I never liked doing a whole lot of stuff. I'm opening up my life. And a lot of it has to do with my child because I want him to have a life I didn't have. But I was never excited about anything. But it's okay to be happy. A lot of people, my roommate was just here, and I want to do a video about being happy and with workaholics. Workaholics have a lot to do, and I'm going to talk about it later, but I want to send one to workaholics. It's okay to be happy. It's okay to be happy, and work at the same time, because she's just not happy. I can sense it. I'm very intuitive. But anyways, we'll talk about that later. Workaholics, alcoholics, drugs, shopaholics. Um, yeah, and even people that are obsessed about having nice things. That comes with not feeling good enough within yourself. So you yourself might think that buying nice things is great, but you get over it really quick. It's okay. So, yeah, it's okay to have fun. Another one is it's okay to have fun. It's okay to be happy and it's okay to have fun. Workaholics don't understand it's all about making plans, but they're not having fun. And I see that. I know a lot of them. And that's another thing I did not want. I feared becoming, and I started slowly going in that direction. But of course, I had the money blocks, so I could be a workaholic and not bring in the money. So you want to make sure to say it's okay to have money. It's okay to bring in millions. That's what I'm saying. It's okay to be happy, healthy, and successful all at the same time. Because some people will say, I don't care about my health, I just want money. Some people just want to work and they don't care about fun. But it all works together, and it comes within yourself. You telling yourself, your inner child, and your subconscious, because your subconscious will put up a fight in that inner child. Happiness, health, and wealth, the triad. Anyways, I'm going to go now. It's time for me to go for a bike ride. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. And you'll see more of me as I feel that I feel that I'm moving forward. And I'll still be on here if I fall 5 steps back, because I've gone like 15 steps forward and super excited. Anyways, let me know how I'm doing, and I'll see you in a little bit. I'm going to be back here tomorrow. Bye. I love you guys.